Hello everybody. I want to go ahead and ask you a philosophical question. And the question is should transgender people be required to inform their partners? That's the question. There was an article that was put out on Twitter the other day. One person was 17, the other person was 16. And the 17-year-old essentially dressed up as a boy and began a romantic relationship with the 16-year-old girl. They even consummated this relationship by the person using a strap-on. The only thing is he would not allow oral copulation, blowjobs, or anything like that. And also during lovemaking, she would wear her clothes. In other words, giving the constant illusion that she was in fact a male. And of course, being a virgin, this woman, this 16-year-old girl, didn't really know what a normal penis would feel like, so obviously she had nothing to compare it to. Anyway, at the end, the 17-year-old girl was charged and jailed, and I'll be linking an article down below where you guys can read it. And it did spark a discussion on Twitter, and I wanted to carry it over here. And the question is should transgender people inform their partners, prior to having sex? In my opinion, it would be yes. And I do admit that position can be somewhat bigoted. But the reason is there are people out there who would prefer not to have sex with transgender people. And with the advent of hormone therapy and with the advent of surgeries and stuff like that, it is somewhat difficult in modern, technology to know who is and who isn't. Now, the other side of that is, should transgender people have an obligation to tell somebody? And it's like, hello, I'm so-and-so and I'm transgender. I was born a woman, but now I have a penis. That's an awkward introduction, and I'm certainly not saying that you should introduce yourself or like wear a badge or anything like that, but in my opinion, prior to lovemaking, you should inform the person. It's like, hey, just to let you know, I was born a man or I was born a woman. Now, of course, this also comes into rights of privacy, stuff like this. But it does come down to, in my opinion, what is the greater good. And the greater good, in my opinion, comes down to a level of trust. And that was essentially, what this 16-year-old girl was complaining about, the fact that her trust was broken. This person, the 17-year-old boy, did everything she could do to convince her lover that she was male. And the act of deception goes quite a long way. He would not, undress so she could discover that her boyfriend was in fact a girl. He would not let her touch or feel the penis or anything like that. The only thing that he would do was just stick it right inside of her, but he would do so while the clothes were on. He gave every, conceivable thing that he could do to keep up the illusion that this boy was really a girl. And in my opinion, that was wrong. That was deception. Now, obviously there's some people that, once you take their clothes off, you can say, it's like, oh, okay, well, you're unique, But in my opinion, it would also go a little bit more. I'm not saying you have to disclose this information on the first date, or certainly, going out for drinks or whatever. However, early on in the relationship, in my opinion, you should disclose this. You should disclose that you are transgender, you were born, one sex, but now you are another. And just to let you guys know the difference between sex and gender, sex is what's down here. In other words, your boy or girl parts. Gender is what's up here. And these people are born this way. Their brains are wired to function as a man or a woman, irregardless of what's down here. It is an anomaly. But the thing is these people are born these way, and they have every right to be in society. I'm not saying there's like, shun them, cast them down. It's like, no, they are part of our society. And the thing is I've met transgender people. In fact, I've even been with one. But when I was with one who was upfront and honest. It's like, yes, I'm transgender. It's like, okay, well, let's give it a shot, see what it's like, Curiosity got the better of me. And you know what? It was actually pretty decent. So, but I want to know what you guys think. Should transgender people have an obligation to inform their partners prior to having sex? And should transgender people have an obligation to inform their partners early on in the relationship before a person falls in love? I wanted to know what you guys think. So leave your responses below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.